The live-action How to Train Your Dragon remake. Release date, cast, story, trailer, and everything we know. A live-action How to Train Your Dragon remake is in the works with original franchise director Dean DeBlois at the helm, and there's already much to discuss ahead of the 2025 release date. The original How to Train Your Dragon introduced audiences to Hiccup, Astrid, the village of Berk, and the adorable yet deadly dragon Toothless back in 2010. Since then, 2 sequels and numerous TV spin-offs have arrived. DreamWorks and Universal are next taking a nod from Disney and delivering a live-action How to Train Your Dragon reboot. Like the original animated franchise, the live-action How to Train Your Dragon will be loosely based on the original 2003 book by Cressida Cowell, with which it shares a title. The remake will bring Hiccup and Toothless into live action, adapting the story of the original for a new audience. With the release date set and cast updates already arriving, it's clear that the live-action How to Train Your Dragon remake could be the start of another box office smashing franchise for DreamWorks and Universal. Latest live-action How to Train Your Dragon news. A few months after the first teaser trailer arrived in late 2024, the latest news comes in the form of a second trailer for How to Train Your Dragon. Opening with sweeping shots of the island, the trailer introduces Hiccup and his father, who wants him to be a dragon-slaying Viking like his ancestors. Footage of a deadly dragon attack is shown, and a red dragon is seen in a training arena. Hiccup is then confronted by a bound black dragon that he can't bring himself to kill. After freeing the dragon, he forms a fast bond with the beast. Live-action How to Train Your Dragon release date. The release date for the live-action How to Train Your Dragon remake was originally set for March 2025. Filming was due to start in June 2023. However, due to the WGA and then SAG-AFTRA strikes that began in May of that year, production had to be delayed via CBR. The release date has since been moved to June 13, 2025. This delay might be disheartening, but it actually puts the movie closer to the summer blockbuster season, where it truly belongs. The WGA strike was resolved in September 2023, with the SAG-AFTRA strike concluding in November. Live-action How to Train Your Dragon cast. There have already been several announcements for the live-action How to Train Your Dragon cast. Hiccup, the protagonist of the franchise and first dragon trainer in Berk, will be played by Mason Thames, the Black Phone. Nico Park, The Last of Us, is assuming the role of Astrid, and Gerard Butler has signed on to reprise his role as Stoic the Vast, Hiccup's father. Various other newcomers have also been added to the cast, including funnyman Nick Frost as Gobber the Belch. Popular supporting roles like Fishlegs have gone to newcomer Julian Dennison, while Snotlout will be played by Gabriel Howell. Bronwyn James and Harry Trevelyan are set to play Roughnet and Toughnet, respectively, while Ruth Codd will play Phlegma. The animated films feature a large ensemble, and it's assumed that more characters will be announced as the movie nears its release date. Live-action How to Train Your Dragon story. Hiccup doesn't share their obsession, but does want to impress his father, the legendary village chief Stoic the Vast. As a remake, the upcoming live-action How to Train Your Dragon plot is expected to mirror the original 2010 movie closely. The story focuses on Hiccup, a young, clumsy Viking from the village of Berk. The Vikings of Berk have one favorite pastime: slaying dragons. However, Hiccup doesn't share their obsession but does want to impress his father, the legendary village chief Stoic the Vast. Therefore, he uses his knack for invention to create novel ways of taking down dragons. This leads Hiccup to capture a Night Fury, one of the rarest and most dangerous varieties of dragon. But Hiccup soon learns that the Night Fury, whom he names Toothless, isn't as fearsome as he first appeared. He trains Toothless, proving that Vikings and dragons can coexist. This starts a new age of dragon riders in Berk, spawning several sequels and spin-off TV shows from the incredibly successful yet simple premise. When the live-action How to Train Your Dragon release date arrives in 2025, the plot will likely follow the same basic structure. Live-action How to Train Your Dragon trailers. After a long wait, Universal revealed a trailer for How to Train Your Dragon in November 2024. The short teaser opens with shots of the island of Berk, as well as the Vikings who inhabit the Nordic Isle. Hiccup is introduced while talking to his father, Stoic, who informs his son that he will one day be a great Viking warrior who slays dragons. Unsure that he can dispatch the creatures, the final scene recreates the iconic first meeting between Hiccup and his newfound dragon friend.